Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats, they just don't want to win any elections. They don't. Most Americans right now are pretty, unified on they don't want, biological males in women's sports. I'm a father of daughters, and I would not want a biological male in any sport with my child. I'm sorry. No, because we have men's sports for a reason. We have women's sports for a reason. Now they want to create a category, I guess, for trans athletes, and they all compete against each other. Okay, fine. I guess that could be the happy median, but no, they don't even want to create that happy median. They want to put them in the women's category. Well, they've been trying to pass actual laws about this, and guess who in the Senate blocked a bill that most Americans support? The Democrats. And you wonder why they're going to continue to lose elections. So you got 2026 coming up. You have some Senate seats and you have some House of Representative seats coming up. Is this the people that you really want to go out and vote for to represent you when you're completely against this for the sake of your children? Well, let's go ahead on and look at this. Senate Democrats blocked the GOP-led bill to ban transgender athletes in women's sports. Now, let's say Senate Democrats, let's say on Monday, blocked a GOP-led bill that would ban transgender athletes women's and girls sports at federally funded schools and education institutions. Bill's failure to advance highlights the limits of Republicans' narrow margins in Congress despite control of both chambers. The party still needs support from 60 Democrats in the Senate for most legislation to clear a 60-vote threshold. The party line was 51 to 45. Now, this 60-vote threshold, that they need, that's not in the Constitution. That's just a rule. And I'm going to say, if you really want to get some work done, stop following that dumb rule. Just like Congress. In the House, right? Whoever got the numbers, that's how it passed. But the Senate, they want to have this 60-vote threshold. That's why things don't get done. That's why. Let's say the Senate vote comes as GOP-led states across the country continue to put forward anti-trans measures. It's including bills intended to keep transgender students from playing on sports teams consistent with their gender identity. Now they're saying the Republicans put attacks over transgender issues front and center in competitive races during the last election cycle. No, it wasn't attacks, CNN. It was people saying, okay, enough is enough. Like, come on. I mean, we going a little bit far with this stuff, right? That's basically really Republicans just came out kind of piggybacking off of how some people are feeling, or a lot of people actually feeling. They said that, the aftermath of Trump's White House win, some Democrats have said their party must do more to address potential voter concerns. The GOP-led House passed their own version of legislation in January with 218 and 206, with 2 Democrats voting in favor. It's saying 1 Democrat voting present. Now, see, the bill seeks to amend federal law to require that sex shall be recognized based solely on a person's reproductive biology and genetics at birth, as if for the purpose of determining compliance with Title IX in athletics. Now, Title IX prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex in education programs or activities that receive funding from a federal government and applies to schools and other educational institutions. Now, Republicans have argued that transgender women hold a physical advantage over cisgender women in sports. It's saying thus their participation could consequently limit opportunities for others, and also not only limit opportunities for others, but also can get women hurt in certain aspects. Now, I say Democrats have said that the policies to restrict transgender athletes' participation in team sport adds to the discrimination that trans people face, particularly trans youth, and they argue that Republicans are seeking to undermine the rights of LGBTQ students by advancing the bill. Senate Republicans, they have 53 seats. Typically, that would mean that at least 7 Democrats will have to vote, with Republicans to hit the 60-vote threshold to advance a bill subject to a filibuster. Once again, the filibuster is an old relic. They really need to go, just like a lot of those people in the Senate need to go, right? And I definitely saw Senator Also Brooks, the new one, right, the new black woman. She voted for that to block that bill. Of course, Cory Bussey, better known as Cory Booker, Of course, he voted to block the bill, right? Big Mouth Fetterman, he voted to block the bill. It's quite interesting. It is quite interesting. But the Democrats are they just don't want to win elections. That's what it's saying like to me. They just don't want to win elections. That's fine. That's why people, it's 2025, get registered to vote and make sure to remember these Democrats in the Congress and remember this Democrat in the Senate. Remember that. And don't sit it out. Say, hey, we need to get these Democrats out. We got to come out there and vote and get them out because these Democrats are not for progress. They still on the same old thing. Like you would have thought that, okay, we lost bad to Trump. So we need to go on to the drawing board and amend what we're doing. No, it seems like they're doubling and tripling down on it. That's weird to me. That's like me running my playbook and I get beat so bad in a football game. I'm getting beat 50-7. That was the score. And that means, okay, that would be like me going right back out with that team. We play that team maybe a couple of weeks again, and I run the exact same plays. And then now they blow me out 75-12. I'm like, most people will say, well, why would you run the same plays when they had your number the last time? Why would you go do that? Most people in sports would say, why would you go run the same plays when that team already knew your playbook? Wouldn't you go say, hey, I need to change up everything I'm doing because I can't beat this team on what I got going on? But the Democrats, they are going out there with the same, as Kamala would say, the same old tired playbook. And it doesn't make sense. That's why they don't really want you to find out everything they got going on, because that's called what it is. A lot of these Democrats are perverted. Let's call that what it is too. We're talking about some of these people in Congress and the Senate. Some of them are perverted too. But let them keep doing what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Let them keep doing it. They can keep on doing that, keep supporting these issues. And I'm going to keep encouraging y'all to register to vote. I'm going to keep encouraging y'all to go out there and vote these Democrats out. Get them out. If you want some normalcy in America, get them out. Because that party is not a party of the traditional family. It's not a party of protecting women. It's not a party of protecting children. It's not a party of protecting and prioritizing Americans. It's not for that. Clearly, they're showing it's not. They're more in allegiance with foreign nationals and not American citizens. And that's what they preach constantly. They preach against America first and for American citizens, and they're constantly promoting foreign nationals. Look at the last administration when they was in control. They brought in millions of foreign nationals and made sure to take care of them over the American people. They're against the traditional family. They don't believe in freedom of speech. They want to censor you. They don't want you to have a stimulus check because they say that they're not in the business of giving out money when they're giving billions of dollars out to foreign countries. These are the Democrats. I'm not saying nothing about them they haven't said themselves. And especially you people that's supposed to be Christian or loving God or Muslim or Hebrew Israelite or whatever. How could you go to Democrats when you know the Quran don't teach what the Democrats are promoting? How could you be the Democrats if you are a Christian that know the Bible, read the Bible? How could you be with the Democrats? Well, you know what the scriptures teach. I don't have to go into it. Definitely people who's Hebrew Israelite, you know the Bible. A lot of y'all know the Bible way better than a lot of Christians. You know that the Lord don't teach the stuff that the Democrats are promoting. So to me, voting for the Democrats and talking about you are Muslim or you are with the Bible and all of that, Christ, Ain't no way Christ would go show me in the Bible that Christ was promoting what the Democrats are teaching. Ain't no way that Christ taught any of that. So make sure you get registered to vote. And when it's time to vote next year in 2026, vote the Democrats out. That's the only way you can get our country back to some normalcy. Because these Democrats today is not the Democrats of old. I don't know what happened to the Democrat Party. I don't know. It's not my business to figure it out. But we got to set some normalcy back in our country. And all we can do there is get the Democrats out of office.